What is up, guys? I do hope you're well. My name is Mark and today we're looking at r/relationships. If you're new here, please consider hitting that like, that subscribe, and maybe that notification bell too, if you enjoy the content, of course. And don't forget, we're on podcast 2 now, so you can take me with you wherever you go. And also, you can join the channel either on YouTube membership or Patreon, where we have different levels of membership and all that kind of good stuff. And a huge thank you to each and every one of you for being here. You're absolutely blowing my mind with the support just recently. Thank you so much. And with that being said, let's get in to today's stories. Much love, guys. Our first story comes from a throwaway account. My girlfriend told me she was with a friend, but that friend was with me picking out an engagement ring. How do I confront my girlfriend about her lie? God, this is a doozy. I swear my life feels like a movie right now. Sorry for the weird formatting. I'm on mobile and this is my first time posting on a sub like this. I, 28 male, am planning on proposing to my girlfriend of 3 years, 26 female. Now, I suck at picking out jewellery. I'm the type of guy that doesn't see a problem with a heart-shaped jewellery. Seriously, why is it considered so ugly? So every time I want to buy something for my girl, I usually consult one of our mutual friends. My girl's best friends are all friends with me as well, and we get along well. So asking them for help picking out jewellery is something I'm used to. When it came to time to pick out a ring, I consulted my girlfriend's best friend, Justine, fake name. Justine and I are quite close, and she knows my girlfriend better than anyone, including me. So, when my girlfriend went out to visit her sister and baby nephew, I invited Justine over to the house to pick out a ring. Justine and I looked through a few catalogues but decided it was a dead end, and it would be better to go to professionals at a jewellery store. However, I didn't know when my girlfriend would be coming home, so Justine and I thought of a clever text to gauge how much time we had. I asked her when she'd be coming home, as I was ordering takeout and wanted to know when to tell them to have the food ready by. She responded by saying it would be a few hours. She met up with Justine to go shopping. Now, obviously this took me by surprise since Justine was standing inside my house. I showed Justine a text and she looked as confused as I was. It isn't out of the ordinary for my girlfriend to meet up with people out of the blue like that for shopping, lunch, etc. She's a very spontaneous person and loves making plans on the fly. So ordinarily, I would have believed this text in a heartbeat. However, this had to be a lie. When she came home, she acted completely normal, and I played along, but it's been really hard to act like everything's fine. We got takeout, ate together, and cuddled on the couch after. So far she's caught on a little that something's upsetting me, but I just can't tell her what. Looking at her kills me. I don't know what to do. My girlfriend and I have zero trust issues, and we tell each other everything. So this lie is killing me. I want to ask her about it so bad. But if I tell her I knew she was lying, I'd have to explain why, and I don't really want to do that. What do? I know she lied to me, but I don't know how to confront her about it. Should I just forget it? This won't stop gnawing at me. Please help. Edit. I'm sorry for the lack of responses. It's been a hectic day and there's a lot of comments. Thank you to everyone who's commented so far. I really appreciate it. Edit 2. Sorry again for the lack of responses, guys. It's been a crazy day. My parents are moving and I've been helping them. Also, I've never experienced this many comments on a post in my life. I'm going to talk to her tonight once we're both finally settled in after such a busy day, and I will update tomorrow. Unfortunately, we're going to have to wait on that update because this post was just posted today, so... But we'll jump straight down in the comments for some advice. Skincare Junkie 13 says, I know you can't tell her why you know, but I honestly think you should. You don't want this to bug you forever and propose to a girl that could be potentially hiding something. Just say you were hanging out with Justine because you needed help with a gift, so you know she wasn't with her, and see what she says. Trust and communication is important, and it would suck to know you proposed to a girl who could be doing you wrong. But also, it's just as bad to sit there and let a lie eat you alive. Govan420 says, you could just not bring up the proposal and simply say we were picking out some jewellery. You don't have to blow the whole wad. Maybe she was getting something for you. Just tell her and ask her what's up. How would you guys deal with this situation? What would you say to the girlfriend without letting it slip about the whole proposal thing? Because obviously you don't want to, as it said in the comments, you don't want to propose to someone who's like, could be possibly, in quotes, cheating on you, you know? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Our next story is from another throwaway account. My 18 male, terminally ill friend, 18 female, wants to lose her virginity with me. Throwaway because I don't want this to link to my main account. The situation is quite complicated and a bit strange. I will try to present it as clearly as possible, but I do not know how I will succeed. At the beginning, I would like to say that I live in quite a small village, under 500 inhabitants, so everyone knows everyone. All names have been changed. I, 18 male, and Emily, 18 female, have been a couple for a short time in the past. We're about 15 years old. The breakup was not bad, so we were friends all the time, though not very close. Recently it turned out that Emily is terminally ill. I don't think I have to say that everyone was, and still are, devastated. I do not want to go into all the details of the disease. Moreover, I do not know much more than the doctors give her 6 to 8 months. I found out yesterday that she confessed to her best friend, who is my friend's girlfriend, as I said, a small village, that she did not want to die a virgin. And guess who she wants to lose her virginity with? With me. Of course, I suspect that finding out is a hint from her best friend what I should do. I am very hesitant about what I should do. On the one hand, Emily is not currently a person with whom I feel like sex. On the other, it is not that the vision repulses me or anything. I don't mind having sex with her. In addition, it could probably be counted as fulfillment of the last wish, so something good. But the situation is so unusual that I don't know what to think. I know how strange this situation sounds, but I seriously wonder what to do. Basically, any advice is welcome. And I read this one because I thought it raises so many questions. It is a really weird one, but I think the ultimate thing here, and I imagine it's going to say it below as well, is going to be consent. You know, I hate to say it, and believe me, I feel so bad for this girl, but you can't just have sex with someone just because, you know, you feel you have to. It has to be your choice in the matter, you know. She wants it and you want to, then absolutely fine, you know, go for it. But I don't think you should be pressured into having sex, terminally ill or not. I don't think that would be the right thing to do. But we'll have a look below in the comments and see what we can find. Flick Amadeus says, I think the most important thing here is consent. If you don't want to do this, her wanting it very much should not change your answer. Her being terminally ill should not change that. Object Subject Verb says, came here to say this. I would also keep in mind there is significant trauma that comes when one learns they are terminally ill, and you should in your own way communicate and confirm consent, because what she told her friend may not be the entire picture, and she may have other thoughts or conditions, etc. In other words, verify consent and be aware that trauma can motivate people to make rushed or otherwise different decisions. Exciting Phrase 2 says, at the end of the day, if you want to, do it. If you don't, there is no obligation. I think you need to have a direct conversation with Emily to know if it's serious and if you are the person she wants to lose her virginity to. But at the end of the day, you decide what you're comfortable with. Also, consider it how it might be afterwards. If you want to be a friend until the end, then maybe having sex isn't ideal, because I imagine you don't want her believing you're in a romantic relationship for the next 6 months, if you're not interested in that. I think it would be worse if her emotions took over and felt like you were leading her on, because I suspect that would hurt you more than the regret of not fulfilling this wish. Talk to Emily, then take the time to think it all through. Don't make a quick decision unless your gut is saying no. Don't say yes unless you're absolutely positive this is something you want to do. Wow, man. What? I don't even, it's a really tough one. I don't know what I would do in that situation. Obviously, the consent thing, I'd probably say no if I really didn't want to, you know. But it's got to make you feel absolutely guilty being sort of put in that position at the same time, especially if you did want to say no. What do you guys think of this situation? Let me know in the comments below. Our next story is from a throwaway account. Husband is addicted to cam girls. Hi, I really need advice from other women who may have gone through what I'm going through. This may be a sensitive subject, so I hope not to offend anyone. I'm just at a loss. Let me also say that I have nothing against porn from time to time. I've even watched it myself. I also have nothing against cam girls. You go girl. I have a friend who does it and she enjoys it. My husband is addicted, and I mean 100% obsessed and financially invested with cam girls. When I first found out over a year ago, I found saved nudes on a Snapchat of this random girl in their chat history. Oops, snooping. I confronted him about it and he admitted he paid for a premium account where she sends him and other men unlimited nudes. It's a one-time payment and I was super heartbroken. In their chats they talked about giving him a private show and so on. Like video chatting, which he charged him like $50 for. We talked about it and moved on. He apologised and said it wouldn't happen again. At this time, I wasn't aware it was a serious problem of his. A couple of months later, I found a WhatsApp app on his phone, in which I found tons of messages between him and this girl from Mexico. I don't speak Spanish, but I recognise enough words to know they were speaking intimately. I sent the chats to my friend and she translates. They were saying they loved each other, missed each other, etc. I again confronted him about this and asked how he met her. They met on a cam website. He claimed it meant nothing and he doesn't even know her name. He blocked her and never spoke to her again. He had a mental breakdown and promised up and down he would quit. He admitted to me he has a problem and a huge porn addiction. He needs help. I told him I'm willing to help him get help if he's serious. I understand addiction, I believe it's truly a disease and he can't control it. His brother also suffers from this same issue. I love this man, so I'm willing to help him fight his demons. He's a great father, he treats me well, besides the infidelity, so I gave him the benefit of the doubt. Of course, we brushed it under the rug and never sought help. Then I got pregnant again and I kind of just forgot about everything. I believed he really stopped and I never felt the need to check up on his activity. And the final straw, I found everything. Oh my god, months and years of payment history / tokens / private chats, one-on-ones, literally all of it. Since we've been together, but it actually all dates back to 10 years ago. He said he'd been doing this for years and years and that it isn't me. I believe that part because there was seriously a decade worth of evidence on his accounts. He was doing this even when we're intimate multiple times a day, so it wasn't a lack of satisfaction. But the worst part is, he's still been doing it since our last discussion, after he said he would stop. He was just getting better at hiding it. I'm so heartbroken. He spent so much money on these girls, and he's lying to my face about our entire relationship. My huge question is, what would you do? When is enough enough? He's finally offered to go to therapy for real this time and give me access to all his accounts, including bank accounts, so I can see if he's still purchasing. If he was just watching free porn, I wouldn't be so upset. This is our money, I contribute to our bills, and it's too personal and intimate to talk one-on-one with another woman behind my back, while I'm at work or sleeping, or when our son is sleeping in the room next to him. From the cam girl's perspective, I know they mean no harm. This is what they do, and I know they don't have feelings for my man or anyone's man. I don't hold it against them in any way, shape or form. I'm just, I don't know, I feel betrayed and unwanted and pregnant and not sexy. Ugh, what do I do? Please help me. I love him. Has anyone been through this and survived? What helped him quit or get better? How do you learn to trust him again and not feel the itch to snoop? I guess it's an addiction and addictions are really hard to break, but the fact is that you've given multiple chances to seek help. He could have sought help himself, you know, but he never did in all those times you gave him this chance, and it's become a bigger problem than just porn, because it's not just porn, is it? He's talking behind your back, saying to someone, I don't know if it was I'm assuming it was a cam girl, that he loves them and all this kind of stuff. That is just not on, you know. That's true cheating in my opinion. And the fact that you have a family, you have a children, and he's spending money on these kind of things. So I'm going to turn it to you guys. What do you guys think of this story? What would you do in this situation if you was the woman and you was dealing with this guy who's addicted to porn? You're pregnant as well. How would you deal with it, apart from obviously knock him out? Let me know in the comments below. Our next story is from a throwaway account. My brother-in-law, 25 male, hit on me, 21 female, as a test. My boyfriend, 21 male, says it's just what they do. Boyfriend and I have been together 6 months, and I finally met his family on Sunday. This meant his parents, 50s male female, his younger brother 18, his older brother and his wife 25 male in title and 25 female, and his oldest brother 28. He warned me that his family can be a lot, but my family aren't great and he met them, so I figured I could handle his family. There's been some drama in his family as 28's ex cheated on him with 25 male, but this was years ago and they've moved past it, even attending therapy together. We didn't know his older brothers would be there until we got to the door and saw them inside. Boyfriend said he wasn't going to leave me alone with them. He didn't elaborate because as soon as he said it, his mum opened the door. I met his family, everyone was mostly pleasant, though I don't think his mum liked me much. 25 female is also pregnant, 3rd trimester. At one point the dad asked boyfriend and 28 to follow him to the garage. Boyfriend looked really hesitant and asked me if I'd be okay, and I said sure, not knowing why he was so nervous. Then the mum asked 18 and 25 female to help her with dessert. I offered to help and the mum told me to stay there, leaving me alone with 25 male. 25 male began to flirt with me. I tried changing the topic in a polite way and he wasn't letting up, so I texted my boyfriend an SOS. 25 male then put his arm around my shoulder and put his other hand on my knee. Something like this happened to me a while ago, but it was a lot worse than this. So the second 25 male touched me, I flipped my shit. I shoved him off, jumped up and began cussing him out, as well as reminding him that his pregnant wife was down the hall. I was not kind or gentle. I used every insult I could, including, but not limited to, calling him a pathetic excuse for a man, and saying that I hoped his wife wised up and left him. During this, boyfriend came in saying, I told you we weren't fucking doing this, and then he said we were leaving, and led me out to the car. I asked him what he meant. Ever since 25 male had sex with 28's girlfriend, 25 male and 28 flirt with each other's girlfriends and then report back whether she was into it. If she was, they dump her. If she wasn't, but didn't tell her boyfriend, they dump her. If she wasn't into it or told her boyfriend what happened, she's a keeper. Apparently they ran the same test on 25 female and she passed. I also have passed. Boyfriend apologised over and over on the drive home, saying he told them not to, especially given the past event that makes me quick to upset. When people touch me, he didn't give info, just told them I don't like people I don't know touching me, and that's why he was annoyed to find out his older brothers were there and didn't want to leave me alone. However, he didn't realise his parents and 25 female were in on it too. We didn't really talk about it last night. Yesterday, Monday, I asked him about what happens next with his family. He was confused and I asked him if he was going to do anything, set some boundaries, maybe a telling off, whatever he feels is the appropriate response. He said he feels it's already handled as I told his brother off, and we left immediately, adding that he knows I was set up in defending myself and he gets why I reacted how I did, but I was harsh enough when I yelled at his brother, so he feels his brother has learned a lesson from just that. Then saying, look, it's just what they do, it's over now and they won't do it again. And when I pushed it, he said they were trying to help, just didn't know when to leave it alone. My issue with this is that his brother made a pass at me. Yes, it was staged, but I didn't know that and I was scared. He admits he told them more than once not to do it, but they did it anyway. Additionally, I feel like the intentions may have been good, but I feel uncomfortable and ashamed. I don't know how I'm going to deal with his family going forward, and like I'm taking this more seriously than he is. Also, am I making too big a deal out of this? If no, how do I get him to realise how big a deal this is to me? Also, how do I deal with his family next time I see them? Ah, my word. How crazy is that? What got me is the whole family was in on it. They all got up and left and just left him alone to the setup. What kind of fucked up family is this? Reminds me of some sort of Texas Chainsaw Massacre stuff. Weird as fuck, man. I'm going to say this from my point of view. If someone set me up like that, brother was touching my knee, I wouldn't be best pleased. I'd be out of there straight away. And if the boyfriend acted afterwards and sort of made it like it wasn't a big deal and that I was harsh enough, I'd be like, well, fuck you too. You're out. But let's have a look in the comments and see what we can find. I Am No King says, this would be a deal breaker for me. It's a disgust in practice and absolutely humiliating. It doesn't matter that you passed, it just shows you how fucked up they are. I would leave a guy whose family did this to me. It only goes to show that the family is messed up, and if you end up married to him, it will only get worse. Touching anyone against their wishes, regardless if it is real or not, is never okay. Korg Rage says, girl, do not fucking stay with this man. I don't care what his excuse was. His reaction is atrocious. First of all, I don't buy his story fully. He knew they were planning this and still left you alone with them. Which is awkward regardless because you know none of these people. He left you in a situation knowing how it could escalate and thinks your reaction was harsh enough / enough punishment for this situation. You fed right into the sick family games. You passed. Congratulations / sarcasm. If someone ever touched my significant other and made them that uncomfortable, I don't give a flying fuck if they thought they were helping me. They'd be absolutely out of my life. He's a grown-ass man and refuses to stand up to these clowns. Don't get caught up in their circus. And what a comment that was, and so true. But what do you guys think of this story? Let me know in the comments below. Once again, guys, thank you very much for being here. If you did enjoy, don't forget to click that like, that subscribe, and there's another video on your screen right now as I speak. I truly appreciate every bit of support you've given me just recently. You're absolutely amazing people, and never forget that. And I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Much love.